first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the Dolphins did invest a high first-round pick, number 5 overall, to draft Tua in 2020. I think that most people would say that his rookie year had plenty of positives, but it was sprinkled with a few negatives as well. Remember, he controversially took over for Ryan Fitzpatrick during the open week prior to Week 8. Miami did go 6-3 in his starts from that time, but he had to get rescued a few times in games by Fitzmagic. And in his own words, he called his rookie year below average. I don't think the franchise believes that, but they're looking forward to seeing him improve.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. John Jenkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Tua, finding Gaskin underneath. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
From the 17, Tua, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A handoff to Fournette. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A chance for Waddle on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Second down and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Miami's receivers have the second fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020 and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a first down right there.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Saints who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Dwayne Eskridge leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Alex Erickson, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3 from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On play action, now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our game here in the third. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. Now a play fake. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Brady to throw again. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Slant route to Miller.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line. Extra point try now for Succop.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Tua and the Dolphins down 14-7, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Tua now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. From the 44, Tua. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Here's Tua. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.